We are less than 1 week away from the Democratic National Convention, and while many of the details are still under wraps, some of the names of the big speakers have leaked out. According to reports, Democrats will hear from their top brass, 3 presidents. President Biden will kick things off on Monday. Apparently, he'll still be talking about unity, followed by former President Obama, and Tuesday, and former President Clinton will speak as well. Now, we're also going to see former Democratic nominee and former First Lady Hillary Clinton, but no word if Michelle Obama is going to be making an appearance. We're going to keep you posted on that. Now, listen, you know, the DNC comes about a month after the Republicans held their very successful convention. The GOP went all in on having real people talk about the real issues impacting their lives. We're going to see if the Democrats are going to follow suit or if they're going to be going the big Hollywood celebrity route. Oh, yeah, that's Katy Perry from the last one, leaning into star power to excite voters as they did in past years. But a New York Times columnist is cautioning that might not be the best approach. Listen.
I think it would be a mistake to pack it with celebrities. I think that when you look at what the message the ticket is clearly trying to push, and that's apparent with the choice of Walls, which is that this is a ticket of normalcy. I think you would want to emphasize that in a convention by focusing on normal people.
Normal as opposed to weird. I just had to say it. All right. Right. We're going to bring in now our Republican New York Councilwoman, Vickie Paladino. Nice to see you, Vickie. And also former Republican State Committee woman, Cherie Murray. Always great to have you both here. All right. Let's dive in. Cherie, I'm going to go to you first. Kind of the elephant in the room question there. Will she or won't she? I'm talking about former First Lady Michelle Obama. It's like, if she does, will she overshadow Kamala Harris? If she doesn't, will that imply some sort of lack of support?
Absolutely, she's going to overshadow Kamala. I think Kamala has been a politician now for some 30-odd years. And the mere fact that Michelle Obama, the wife of former President Barack Obama, will take the stage will definitely overshadow any message that she will deliver on at the DNC convention.
Vickie, do you think she should or shouldn't speak?
I don't think she should speak because Kamala won't allow her to speak, because Kamala will not be overshadowed by anybody. If you remember what happened with Shapiro in Pennsylvania, he was such a vibrant speaker, she couldn't handle that. So she went with Waltz, which is total socialist, on her same level of radical, progressive left wing. She would never allow that woman to speak.
I think it's an interesting point. So, okay, so those are the top brass, kind of the Democratic celebs, so to speak,
right.
But actual celebs, Cherie, I know that you always kind of get on board with me when we talk about Taylor Swift and all that fun
Absolutely.
stuff. So it's interesting. We heard that MSNBC pundit, so to speak, talking about, or rather the New York Times pundit saying, you know, they shouldn't go that direction.
No, they
but
shouldn't.
Before we do, I want to show a poll. I think this is really interesting. This is from Newsweek. Newsweek says that actually celebs could have an enormous impact specifically for Gen Z. 34% of Gen Z voters say they are more likely to vote for someone endorsed by Taylor Swift. That number jumps even higher to 40% if it's someone that Beyonce endorses. So are the Democrats potentially onto something by having this Hollywood star-studded brass attend the event?
I don't think so. I mean, we saw Megan Thee Stallion twerk for Harris, right? And that's not the way we want to go with this country. We can compare the DNC convention and the star-studded celebrity endorsements to the RNC convention, where President Trump and the RNC delivered real people, the families from Afghanistan.
So powerful, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Well, that's what they can't do.
The families from Afghanistan spoke. The firefighter who was deceased in the recent assassination attempt on former President Trump